Welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel. My name is Nilesh Dudatra and this video is talk about the file uploading and image uploading by using Spring Boot. So in the last video we had seen that edit and save operation and delete operation by using Spring Boot. So now I want one more thing over here. I want to put the photograph of student and I want to add one field over here, photographs, and during the edit or insert the data, I want to insert it in my database, and the image I want to store it at the size of server. And one more thing, I want to put over here the image field over here in the display field. So whenever I'm click over here, at that time the image will be zoom out and it display on the full screen. So in the last video we had seen that whenever we click over here, for example I am entering the information uh, and save, at that time you see that all the uh, fully web page has been refreshed, and over here you can see the URL has been changed, right? So this is a not good for the developer. So whenever I'm save the information, at that time this I'm clicking on save, and after that the page should not be refreshed, and without refreshing the page the data should be inserted in my database. So this information has been saved without the refreshing the page, and the URL must be same as it is. So for that I have to use I have to change some information. At first in the resource, at first how I want to set the limit, uh, how many MB, up to how many MB I have to uploading the file. So I have to tell the Spring that the head Spring I want to upload up to 15 MB or 10 MB, 5 MB. So for that I have to change in the application.property file. So Spring, I have to write in the application.property spring.servlet.multipart, then the size of the file, that is maximum file size, that is equal to 15 MB. You can also use KB over here instead of MB. So according to that you have to change the figure. So again a Spring dot servlet dot multipart dot max request size, that I have to put again 15 MB. So up to 15 MB I can upload the image or any file, right? So that's it in the application.property file. Now I want to add one dependency over here. So for the dependency, as usual, I have to go for the Maven repo. So in the Maven repo, I have to search the common -io. Let me check common IO. So generally most of the peoples are use 2.6 version, so I'm same version I'm used. So copy and paste in my pom.xml file. So according to that all the dependency has been included in my Maven folder, Maven dependency folder. So this one is the second change, and third change, I want to put my uploaded file inside the web app. So I have to whenever I'm executing, whenever the application has been executed, at that time one folder should be created over here, and the folder name, for example, I am using image data, right? So I have to change according to that. So I'm creating one variable over here in the my controller, right? So for that I am using public static, then the path I have to write over here the path string, then upload directory, and is equal to, I have to write the system dot, then I have to get the path get property, yes, get property, then this one is a user.dir. This one is a key that you can fetch the current path, right? And after that I have to write plus, then I'm starting from the source, so source at first slash source, then main, then after that I have to write web app, then image data. So my file, whatever they upload the student photographs, it should be in web apps, and after image data and semicolon. So as I told you that whatever I am uploading, whenever the application has been executed, at that time the this folder must be there, right? So for that I have to change in my main main function. So how can I change the main function? So how can I create the directory during the application run? So for that I have to write a new file, then home controller, that's me, my controller dot uploaded directory, then dot make dir. So if you have this directory, then it should not create any kind of directory. Means if you have a directory over here that is a image data, then it should not create another directory. It means replacing of the directory. And if you don't have a directory in the web apps, then it will create the one directory over here. So that's it in the main function. After that I have to create a change in controller. So as I told you first, that page should not be refreshed, right? So for that, for example, I'm returning over here something, for example, response body, and after that I'm writing over here to fetch the image. So student with I have to fetch the image along with the student, right? So I have to add one more parameter over here. So that is a, for example, request parameter, the name of for example I am taking img, right? Then the type of parameter is multi part file and file. If you have multiple file, if you are using any multiple file, at that time you have to create array of the this file, right? But right now I am having only one file, so I not required array of the multi-part file system. After that I have to create a string builder object of string builder file names is equal to new, then string builder. After that I have to create the path of file name, I think. So string, then file name is equal to, so each and every time I have to put the student photographs. So for example, I'm having a one user that having a name of Asok, for example. So I'm putting the asok.jpg file, right? So again, one more Asok is there. So again, so in the whatever I uploaded earlier, that has been replaced by another Asok. So it should be not good practice. So I'm writing the file name as a user ID. It means a student ID, right? So I am fetching student dot get sid, then plus. Okay, now I am fetching the name of the file. So file dot original file name, that dot. So for example, some person can upload the jpg file and someone png file, someone jpg. So how can I fetch the extension from the file name, right? So over here if you having a if you are using file, then get original file name, so it will return full name, right? For example, asok.jpg, then fully name over here, get the fully name over here. So I want just only .jpg, right? So I'm using substring. So by using substring, I can fetch the record or only extension. So again, file dot get original file name and dot length -4. So it will return only extension, so last four characters from the file name. So that's looking good, right? So after that, this one is a file name, right? So for example, student ID is 4040, then the name asok.jsp. So how 40.jsp should be the output of the this line, right? So file name is 40.jsp, and then I am writing path. So path, then file name and path is equal to, this one is a variable of path, so path dot get URI I have to pass the path dot path dot get, then uploaded directory, then second thing comma file. So this one is a path, right? And this one is a file. So I have to move the file inside the directory. So I got the fully path over here. So now I'm copy the image to my folder, uh, image data, right? So for that I have to write files dot then write. So file dot write, then file name and path, and second argument I have to write over here, that is a files. I have to write in a small letter, five dot get bytes and semicolon. So some error is there. So okay, I have to surround with the try and catch, right? So put try and catch, removing the to do comment. Okay. So, and yes, one more thing. So I have to change in the POJO of student according to the requirement. So in the POJO, I have to write one more field, that is the image name, right? So image name, I'm putting over here one more field over in the student.java file, that private string s photo and semicolon. So I have to put a getter setter for the s photo, right? So getter setter for the s photo and generate. So that's it. So again I have to go inside the controller. So the repo dot the set s photo, sorry, student dot get set s photo, the name of photographs as usual file name. So I have to put over here the file name. So file name is a small. And after that, I have to return. For example, I'm returning some message that data save data successfully. So this one is a output of the this function, right? So it's in response body, right? So now I have to change according to that inside the JSP file. So at first, as I told you that I want the image file over here. So I have to add one more column. So for example, photo, or you can write over here student photographs. Then the field name, that is I will write to as photo. Then after that I have to change according to one more column here, right? So I have to write over here tr dot append. Let me just first move this code and append. For example, I am copying this file, this code over here. So the name is as photo. So this one is just print the name of photographs, right? Not the you can see the image fully. So I have to put image tag over here. So image, then I have to write on click. As I told you that when I am on click on the image, it should be look a zoom, right? So for that zooming, I have to put this dist JavaScript inside this, right? So I'm copy this dist folder inside the web app asset, right? And according to that, I have to put the add the JavaScripts, right? So I'm adding the JavaScript over here. So I am adding the JavaScript. So this one is a scripting. So you can download this dist folder from the given below links in the description area. So after that, I have to write over here, yes, on click. Then for example, I have to create one function for that, get tooltip, right? And I have to pass out the path. So slash, then image data IML. What is the name of the folder? That is image data, right? So I'm copying from the image data, and then I have to put slash before and after. Then I have to put the data and the name of the file, and after that the information I have to put this source, right? So for this source again I have to put the fully path, copy, then source is equal to path of the image, and after that I have to put some style tag, right? I'm entering this code. After that I have to put some style tag. So image size should be proper. Style is equal to width of 50 pixel and semicolon. So this one is a ending of the image tag, and after that I have to put message. I'm removing this code, right? It's not required. Means the data should not be print, just image is displayed over here. And whenever I am clicking on the get tooltip, it should be zoomed, right? So for that I have to write this function. So you can copy and paste from the from the description area. So you can use this function is inside the description area of my YouTube channel, right? So you can fetch this from the code area, right? And Okay, after that, yes, I have to write scripting for the save the image, right? So for that, at first, I have to change the type of button. So if you write over here submit, then the whole page has been refreshed. If you write a button, then you have to write over here on click event, right? So I'm copy the on click event over here and write inside the save button. So for example, add student, add student. So I have to create one for function over here, add student, and inside the student, the info, this all the information has been fetched from the form, right? So I'm copy this code from, so this one is a, do you want to save or not, this message has been populated. And then I'm creating one object, so I have to create the name of sorry, id of the this form. I'm removing this section, and id is equal to put the name of form, and name is equal to, right? So I'm not put away the multipart and all these things because it's right in the scripting area. So okay, now I'm creating one form data. So inside the form data, I'm putting the all the images. So this one is for the image, right? So I'm removing this tag. This is a just alert tag. It's not required. Then this one copy the all the values of text input, right? So in this area, all the file attached file are uploaded, and in this area, all the variables are uploaded. So and I have to call the add student function inside the controller. So add student, this control I have to call, action has been called, and after that content type is equal to false, process data is equal to false, catch data, then I have to pass this all the data, means student id, then student name, student city, and the one image that is passed by using this form data, right? So over here image are saved, put in the data, and over here all the values of variable are put inside it. And yes, whatever the message passed from the controller, that means save data successfully, has been passed to the over here. So whatever the message are putting as an alert, so you can see the pop-up from the HTML page. And yes, fetch data, whatever we are updating, it should be directly reflected without refreshing the page. So fetch data is again fetch all the records and put in the your table tag, and then after that view data clear, right? So view data is used for the clear the information inside the all the very input tags, right? Okay, after that I am, yes. So this one is for the save uh, data, and according to that I'm save, yes, I have changed in the button also, right? So that's it. Let me execute the code again. So update. So according to my table having also one more field, that is a s photo, right? So type of s photo is a string. Okay, so let me refresh my page. Okay. Okay, so this has been executed, but the data has not displayed over here. So I think some problem inside the code. So let me check. At first I write this code. Okay, fine. So this one is a string, right? So I'd remove this double quote over here and save. and relaunch the application. Let me check the output. So refreshing the page. Yes. So these photographs has been displayed over here, right? Whenever I am click on that, it should be zoom. And let me update this record. Okay, one more thing. We had forget to put HTML tag over here, right? So HTML tag, that is an image for the image. So I have to write over here one more field image student photographs. So type of the photographs, that is a image file, and I not require the placeholder because image having no such field. So I have to write over image, right? Because I'm putting the as a request parameter as an image. So whatever the file passed from the JSP page to the controller, that is in form of img, right? So let me relaunch the application. Okay, it has been started. Fine. Okay, so I have a now student photographs. Let me update this record. So I'm clicking on one. After that, browse, and inside the browse, I have to put photographs. So yes, I am having these photographs, and click on save. So it's asking the do you want to save the record or not? So this one is come from this message add student function, from the add student function, and yes, so this message has been populated from the action. So from this, right, whatever whenever the uploading function has been executed, so finally the return statement returning the string information that goes to in my HTML data, and it give the alert message. Whatever we got the message from the action at the Java side, it should be displayed by using this alert message. So I'm clicking OK. So the photo has been uploaded over here. When I'm clicking on that, you can see the photographs of the the Rajender, right? So if you want to add one more data, that is for example 40, the name of a student, that is Nilesh, and city Rajkot, and I am putting the, for example, PNG file, then save, and yes, data saved successfully. Let me check the last record. Yes, so this one is a 40, as I mentioned the ID as a 40. So this one is a captured by me. Uh, After that, at which place the record has been stored. So for that, so where this file has been stored, so let me check the view image. So inside, it's inside the image data, then 40. If you want to see the path, if you want to see the path of this variable, the project is to, so inside the source, then main, inside the web app, you can see the image data is folder has been created. It is created at the 1222, right? So these two file has been created. So first one having a extension as a PNG, and this one having a extension of JPG, right? So this are both are differ. And if you see the inside the database, so h2.console, let me check the database. run, you can see over here the name of image, that is a 1.png, because the id of a student, that is a 1, and 40.png, so the id of a student Nilesh is a 40, so 40.png. So whenever I'm clicking on back, you can see, and this scripting having a good facility, right? So you can zoom in, zoom out, you can use a scrolling button, you can rotate the photographs, right? So this one having a good scripting. So you can find it out from the my scripting area, my description area of a YouTube channel, right? Or you can also download the full code of this example inside the my YouTube this video. So thank you very much, all of you.